Now, moving on to the city in the colonial India. As we all know that India has been the colony of the Britishers, popularly known as classical colony. So the one of the major cities, or the let us move on saying that the first city which developed in India was Bombay. So prior to this, what we have discussed till now, that the city of London, the first well advanced, well developed so called city, started with the term of London. Now let us move on our attention towards the Indian first city. But prior to this, comparative study between the growth of these cities in the west and in the east. So the city growth was in contrast with each other. In the west, we have a rapid growth. When it compares to the east, the growth was very less. It was only in the later part of the 19th century the cities started to emerge very much in India. Whereas in the west, we have the cities coming up as mushrooms from the early part of the 19th century. Now, when it comes to the population of India, it was only around 11% of them who used to live in cities in India. That means that most of the population in India were restricting themselves to stay in the rural areas or in the semi-rural areas, but not into the urban areas. Most of the people whomever we term them as they stay in cities, they used to stay in the cities like the presidency cities, the cities which are places where the presidencies used to stay. Because we have in the olden time the Madras presidency, the Bombay presidency, these presidencies used to stay, and from there only one city used to be developed. The place where most of the offices of the government offices, the cities where they have the port facilities, the cities where they have the industries, the cities where they have the homes and offices of the officials, and the army camps, the educational institutions, the hospitals, all these things. Let us apply this to any one of the city, either the Mumbai or Chennai. So let us take the major ports. Yes, in Mumbai we have a major port. In Chennai also we have a port. Warehouses, yes, we have storehouses in Mumbai as well as in Chennai. Homes of the officials, yes. When we have the offices, obviously homes will be there. Army camps, yes, we have army camps in Mumbai or in the Bombay or in Madras or in Chennai. And we also have world famous or the Saint Loyola colleges, Stella colleges in Mumbai and in Chennai. During that time they were established. And then we also have the hospitals which were established during that period. We also have many schools which were established by the Britishers. So that's how when we say that a city, a presidency city is a city which was under the presidency during that time, where India has been totally divided into some 6 to 12 presidencies. So these presidencies, cities were very famous, in which we have the port facilities. Very few have this facility. One is Bombay, the other is Madras, while the third one is Kolkata or Calcutta. These three cities are very famous, and these three only will be termed as presidency cities. So as we discussed just now, the characteristics, the cities which have the characteristics or the facilities like major ports, good transport system from the interior to the external places to connect the port areas, then warehouses, the store places, then the homes and offices of the officials. We also have the army camps, then the hospitals, educational institutions. All these things together have given up for the growth of the presidency cities, that is Bombay, Madras and Calcutta. Let us now, in this lesson we shall focus on the development of Bombay. Bombay, the premier city. Bombay is the first city in India where to be termed as a city. The city did not develop so rapidly or so fast as London got developed. The city got its inception only in 1872, wherein 1840s, 1850s, one or two the other industries have been established, but not in a very large scale. 6.45 lakh was the population in 1872, while in 1941 the population went up to 15 lakhs. So this shows that the city slowly started to get attraction from the people. People are being attracted means there is a possibility of opportunity. And as we discussed earlier, in London also, the population has been expanded to four-fold times, from 1 million to 4 million. So that's how a city can be termed. A city is a place where you find opportunity for yourself. You may have a chance to get an opportunity. The possibilities are more in the cities. So Mumbai is the first premier city in India during the presidential rule or the presidential cities. Why do we call these presidential cities or presidency cities? Because these are the presidencies. Britishers divided India into presidency parts. That's how we call them as presidency cities. It's not the presidential rule what we term in the modern day of independent Republic India. It's not that. It is completely different from that time. There, how do we have states today? In the same manner, they have divided British India into different presidencies. That's how we got the presidency cities. So in this, now we shall move on to see how did vertically and horizontally the growth of Mumbai has occurred in detail.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.